Hi there, I'm Eddie. Thanks for practicing yoga with me today. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give my video a thumbs up. Thank you. Hello, my friends, and welcome to yoga. I'm very happy to be here, and I'm happy that you are here with me. I'm happy that we're going to do this practice together right now, and I'm looking forward to our transformation from wherever we are to a better feeling place, because isn't that what yoga is all about? It's about wherever you start, going somewhere better. And that means you can start feeling like crap and feel better, or you can start feeling amazing and be even more amazing. Yoga takes us up, and that's what we're doing here. We're going up, and I'm so happy that you've made the decision to join me in this process. My name is Eddie. If you don't know me already, welcome to this class. Thank you so much for giving it a shot. I hope that you'll enjoy yourself and that you will be back. What I really want to say is that you need to go at your own pace, regardless of what it is that I teach. If it doesn't feel appropriate for your body, I want you to take it easy, chill out, and just do the things that you can do. Breathe, lie down, sit down when you can't do something. Have a good time. Again, we're just a community of practitioners working together to uplift one another, to uplift ourselves, and it doesn't matter if your pose is perfect or not. That's rule number one in my class. Thank you so much for being here. Before we start, I want to share with you the theme that is on my mind for today's class. I began this morning by listening to a lecture from my spiritual teacher, which is very often how I do start my day. And the talk was about being in a place of satisfaction, finding a place of satisfaction within yourself, and at the same time being eager for more. So, satisfied and eager for more. Satisfied and eager for more. And what this talk was about the interesting and wonderful balancing act that is to be able to find a sense of satisfaction where you are, regardless of what's going on in your life, to find a sense of satisfaction, and at the same time also be looking forward to the growth and to the expansion and to the new and to all the things that you want to move into. But don't we normally say, oh, but the reason that I'm eager for more is because I'm not satisfied here. The reason that I want a new car is because I hate my old car. The reason that I want a new job is because my current boss sucks. I'm eager for more because I'm dissatisfied. But you can't get to more from a place of dissatisfaction because you're just in that kind of snowball of dissatisfaction, and it is such a slippery slope. Once you're dissatisfied with one thing, you keep finding more to be dissatisfied with, you become bitter, you become angry, etc., etc., etc. So how do we find satisfaction in this moment? And that's what we're going to work on in our class. How do we find satisfaction in this moment, independent of whatever the external circumstances are? How do you find a sense of satisfaction in a hard time? Well, you could say, in this difficult time, I'm gaining clarity about what I want. That satisfies me. I'm gaining wisdom about myself. That satisfies me. I'm finding a sense of inner strength. That satisfies me. Yes, the circumstances might not be easy in this moment, but it is part of my evolution. That satisfies me. You could say, this aspect of my life, my job is no good, but you know what? I have wonderful friendships, I have wonderful family, or I have wonderful pets that I love. Or anything that you can find that brings you a sense of satisfaction, and keep your mind in that place as opposed to getting fixated on the things that dissatisfy you. And when you're in that place of satisfaction, my life is good, my life is on track, and I'm eager for more. And then do you know what they said was the most important key? And then we'll begin our yoga practice. But I want everybody to hear this. The most important key is not being hard on yourself and not beating yourself up when things don't seem like they're just exactly like you want them to be. Not being hard on yourself, not beating yourself up is the key to finding the balance between satisfaction and eager for more. Not beating yourself up. So let's practice that today. Okay, we're going to find deep satisfaction here, and we are going to continue to evolve and grow and expand and be eager for more. And I think it's going to be a wonderful class, and I'm so happy that you're here. Bring your hands together at your heart. Before we begin, I want you to take just a moment to feel into your own sense of satisfaction. What can you be satisfied about right now? Can you be satisfied that your butt is on the mat and that you're going to take care of yourself in a yoga class? Can you be satisfied that you have a body that moves? And even if it doesn't move so well, can you be satisfied that you have lungs that are breathing in and out? Can you be satisfied with yourself for showing up? Can you be satisfied with yourself for the determination to be kind and gentle and caring and loving with yourself today? Rub your hands together. Satisfied with what is and eager for more. Satisfied and eager for more. Find the balance. Hands to your heart. Inhale. Hold that breath in, please. Exhale all of your breath out. Good. Feel this nice breath come into you. Beautiful. Hold it in. Feel those lungs full. Feel the chest expansive and lifted. Exhale your breath out. Again, inhale deeply. Hold it. Exhale your breath out. Good. Let's chant Om. Take a breath in. Om. Again, inhale. Om. One more time, inhale. Om. Very good. Release your hands down to your lap for one moment. Eyes are closed. Feel your body vibrating. Feel your body resonating with the Om. You know, like when you hit a big gong and that gong continues to vibrate. You feel that vibration moving off it. Feel your body tingling. Satisfied that you're a vibrational being. Satisfied that you're energetic and you're aware of your energetics now. Satisfied that you can work with the energy of who you are as well as the physicality of who you are. All right, open your eyes up. Come on up to standing. Feeling so much love for all of you right now. Let's stand ourselves up and let's move. So why don't you come up to the top of your mat? Bring your hands together. Bend your knees just a crack. Now that's going to help you if you're tighter in the back of your legs. We're going to start simple, basic or half sun salutation. Inhale, the arms will come out and up. Exhale, the chest goes forward and down. Put your hands on your shins or the floor. Inhale, look to the front. Fold to your legs. Sweep those arms out. Come on, all the way up. Hands down at your heart. Now, not just your body. Work with your energy. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, direct it out. Inhale, stretch it forward. Exhale, direct it down into the ground. Inhale, sweep out, come up. Exhale, hands at your heart. What if who you are is more than this physical frame? Inhale all the way up. Reach to the sky energetically. Exhale, take it out and down into the ground. Inhale, project forward. Exhale, project down into the core, the center of the earth. Inhale, sweep out and all the way up. Lines of energy moving. Exhale, try and feel that. Lines of energy. Inhale, project it up. Exhale, out and down. Inhale, project it forward. Exhale, down into the earth. Arms out, chest up. Hands down at your heart. Last one, everybody. Inhale, take your hands up for just a moment. Hold it here. Now give me 5 breaths. I'm a column of light. I'm a column of energy. Go ahead and feel that for a moment. From the core of the earth, the center of the earth, through the vessel of your body, breathing right up into the sky. I'm this beautiful channel of energy between earth and sky. Take one more inhale. Now project out wide, a big ball. Go wide, 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 all the way down. Inhale, look forward. Let's all take a little bend in our knees for just a moment. That's going to help you. And if you can, I want you to extend your arms straight out to the side. So I'm in a half fold and my arms are out like wings. Now I could bend my knees deeper for support, or I could straighten my legs more for deeper stretch, but you have to be confident with your back and your hamstrings if you're going to straighten your legs. Take a deep breath in and exhale now down into the earth. And I want to stay in the forward bend. Let's just embrace this for a moment. I have my hands around my ankles. You could just as easily bend your arms and put them over your knees. You could put your hands on the ground. Whatever works for you is fine. Now let's start to feel the circulation of the energy. When you inhale, imagine you're pulling the energy out of the earth. It comes up the back of your legs to your tail. As you exhale, it spills like a waterfall over your back, over your head, right back down into the core of the earth. So up on the inhale, down on the exhale. Circulating with that larger inner field of the earth, that groundedness, pulling that grounding energy through you. One more. Take your arms out, lift your chest all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands down. Now let's take just one moment. Step your feet together so that they're touching. Let your palms face forward. Stand up tall. Once again, you are the energy. You are the vessel through which it's flowing. Can you feel a sense of satisfaction with what is right now? Satisfied in your body, satisfied with your vibrational awareness. Letting go of your stress, letting go of your worries, letting go of your doubts. All right? So finding that place is what it's all about. Open your eyes up. Your feet are touching one another. Let's keep our feet touching one another. In fact, I'll continue to face towards you. You continue facing forward. Inhale, hands will come up to the ceiling. When we exhale, we're going to sink down into our chair pose, lift our chest, arms, heart, nice and high. Now, we could bring our hands together at the breastbone if we want to, or we could keep it straight up to the ceiling like that. It would be fine. We're going to take about 5 breaths there. Again, my legs are touching, my feet are touching, my heart is high. Bring your hands down through your heart. Go ahead and twist. Let's say you're going to twist your right elbow over towards your left knee. It really doesn't matter which way you go, but just twist one elbow to the opposite knee, rotating your spine. Maybe you're looking up, maybe you're looking down. And breathing. If that's too much for you, put your hands on your knees and just kind of do a very mild twist. One more. Inhale, come on all the way up. Exhale, slowly. Go to the other side, twisting. Mild, medium, or spicy, how do you want it? It's always your choice. 2 more. Very good. Last one. And inhale, we're going to come all the way up. Wonderful. Bring your hands down. Now I'm officially turning and facing towards the front. You are as well. Let's take sun salutations, but in each round, let's add a different variation. How about that? Inhale, take your arms, reach them up above you, like you really have a say in the matter. Exhale down. Inhale, look forward. You're going to come back. I'd like you all to hang out in plank pose for a moment. So our first variation is simply going to be to hold plank pose. That is the top of your push-up. And you could put your knees down on the ground if you want to. Now I'm going to hold this for about half a minute. My objective is to become stronger as I'm doing it, to become more engaged with it, to breathe more powerfully. One more. Inhale. Good. Let's take it down. Now you can hover or you can go to the floor. I'll take it all the way down for the first one. Let's have a cobra pose. We're going to lift that chest and heart nice and high. Breastbone is open. Two more. And we'll come to our first downward facing dog. Take it all the way back. I'd like you to lift your right leg super high up to the ceiling. Roll your hip open. So again, at the heart of this is a basic A-series sun salutation, but we've taken almost every element of it and added a little bit of variation. Take a deep breath in, and let's go to the second side. Take your left leg up. Variation on a theme, like in classical music. Let's lower that right foot down. Look to the front of our mat. Bend your knees, lightly step or jump. Come on forward, open halfway and inhale. And fold yourself down. Very, very good. Inhale, arms come out, chest comes up. And once again, we bring our hands back to our heart, satisfied that we completed round one and eager for more. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, fold. Looking to the front. Come to the same thing. Start in plank pose. Now this time we're going to try for side plank. My people who are a little bit maybe not as strong in this one, put your right knee down, spin your left foot flat, take your left hand up. So that's our basic, that's our foundation. Those of you who know it, have both legs straight. A little bit more challenging pose. If it bothers your wrist, you could always bring your elbow down onto the ground. That would work as well. Let's hold for 5. Come on back through the center. Those of you who want even more challenge, go through the push-up cycle right now. Those of us who are going to modify are just going to simply switch on to side 2. I could drop my left knee to start. Right foot spins out, right hand comes up. Or I could take full side plank. Take a deep breath in and out. And slowly come on all the way back. Inhale forward and move through that push-up cycle if you like. Variations on a theme. If anyone is a fan of classical music, you might want to listen to Beethoven's Appassionata Piano Sonata, second movement. It is one of just the most fabulous movements in classical music as far as I'm concerned. And it's all about variation on a theme. And it's so expertly and exquisitely done. Take an idea and you develop it and you develop it and you develop it. Look forward. If you want that recommendation after class, I'll let you know. Gently step or jump your feet forward. Open halfway. Fold down. Arms out, chest comes all the way up. Now, we got to take it and we've got to bring a little bit more spice to it. So let's do it again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Look forward. Gently step or jump back. Once again, get into your plank pose. Now, what I'm going to try and do this time is a reverse side plank. So those of you that know it, go right into it. Let's start it like this for those of us who don't really know it. Take your right knee down, just like we had a moment ago, okay? Then I would take my back leg, which is my left leg, and I would move it off the back of the mat, reach the top arm over me, and go for a little bit more of a back bend. So that would be kind of our foundation of it. For those of you who can do the full thing, you're in side plank, you step your left foot off, you roll open, that's much more intense in your shoulder and just all around. Reverse side plank, coming home. You can do your push-up cycle if you like. We'll go to the second side, those of us that are ready. So I'll start with the basic foundation, left knee on the ground, right hand up, and then try and take my right leg, reach it off my mat, roll a bit more into a back bend, maybe arm over the ear. More advanced, both legs straight, right foot steps off your mat, chest rolls open. One more. And come back through the center. So good. If you've got a push-up in you, please do it. Now, mind you, you can be resting as well. You can be taking child's pose as well. It's all good. Okay, look forward to the top of our mat. Bend your knees, lightly step or jump, open and fold down. Inhale. So all of our variations have been around the theme of core strengthening from plank pose. This will be our last one. It'll be slightly different, but it still is based on that same variation on a theme. Inhale your hands up. Exhale, come forward and down. Last sun salutation. Look to the front. Now, gently step or jump yourself back and move through your push-up cycle. So that's already a little different. Now, what I want you to do is get into down dog and lift your right leg. If this is too intense for you, put your left knee on the ground. So you could do this with a knee on the ground. What we're going to do is exhale, pull the right knee to the nose. Inhale it back. Try and touch the right knee to the right arm. Exhale, forward. Inhale it back. Twist the right knee to the left arm so it goes across. Inhale back. Gorgeous. Look up between your hands. Step your right foot all the way forward. Let's all begin in a lunge. So I've got my fingers on the ground or fingers on the blocks. Inhale, the hands come up to the ceiling, or hands are at your heart, doesn't matter. Sink it low. Good. Now I want you to take 5 breaths in and out and find absolute satisfaction in breathing. Just enjoy breathing. And one more. Inhale. Good. Lean yourself forward. We've been doing this all week. We're coming from the lunge, arms are back, and we're going to try and slowly get up off the back leg and balance. Two more. And one more. Inhale, stand. And hands down at your heart. Take a nice breath in and out. We're going to do that same variation sequence on the second side. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, folding down. Breathe, look forward. Through the basic sun salutation, down, back bend, downward dog. My people who want it a little lighter, put your right knee on the ground. Everybody lift your left leg up. Crunch, knee to nose. Exhale, one, and back. Knee to left arm. Exhale, out. Inhale. Knee to right arm, twist. Inhale. Left foot forward, all the way between your hands. Stay on those toes. Get into your lunge. Hands are up. Hands are at your heart, whatever you like. Arms could be out like you're holding a giant ball. Whatever works for you. Breathing, 5 breaths. When you have a strong framework, you can start to build and create ornamentation on it. Take a deep breath in and out. But you got to have that solid foundation. Take a deep breath. Reach forward and back with your arms. Lean your chest forward. It's like the foundation of a building. That's the basic sun salutation. Then everything else we've done is the ornamentation. Inhale, stand. Woo. All right. Release your hands down, please. I have my feet touching one another. Palms are going to face open. Okay, I want to just take the moment to let my heart rate adjust. It might mean a couple of conscious deep breaths. You might be able to just let your breath go right now. Just adjusting. Good. Now see if as your heart rate adjusts and your body relaxes, a few more seconds, you can start to perceive the tingle. You can start to perceive the vibration of who you are. Just the pure energetic vibration of who you are. It's not your mind, it's not your personality, it's not your thoughts about yourself. Rather, it's the vibration that animates or gives energy to the mind that thinks. It gives energy to the body that moves. Good. At my essence, I am a flow of life force energy, and that is satisfying. Open your eyes up, hands together at your heart. This is beyond man, it's beyond woman, it's beyond sexuality, it's beyond race, it's beyond species. It's the energy of creation. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, inherent in everything, in every particle of the universe. Inhale, look forward. That's what I am. Gently step or jump yourself back. If you want to go through the push-up cycle, go through the push-up cycle. And exhale, come on all the way back. Really, really lovely. Let's take some standing poses. Right foot, again, will come all the way between your hands. Now, I'm going to start with my fingertips on the ground. Everybody do that with me. And wiggle your left leg back just a little bit, sink it low. Spin your left foot out on the floor, and then slowly begin to straighten your front leg. Excellent place for a block. Go ahead and put that block right behind your calf if you like. Take your left hand up. Now, let's say you don't have a block. You could bend your knee and put your hand on your knee. You could put your hand on your shin or your ankle. Let's get up into a nice triangle. My left hand could be back. It could be on my hip. It could be up. It could be over my ear. Again, the arm is embellishment. The foundation of the pose, you've got strong legs. You've got a long spine, engaged core. Floor of your pelvis is engaged, lifted, rooted, grounded. 2 more breaths. And 1 more. Good. Stand yourself up for just a second. Check it out. Now, you may want to use a block here. You may want to use 2 blocks here. What I'm going to do is bend my front knee a little bit, slide my block forward in front of my baby toe, and try and come onto one leg. So this is called Ardha Chandrasana. Right leg is down, left leg is up, left hand is to the ceiling. You don't need a block. I could do it without a block as well. You could bend your knee if you're tighter. Balancing on one leg, hip open. If anyone wants to go further still, try bending your left knee, catching your left foot, kicking open into a back bend. Embellishments, embellishments. Inhale there. And I want you to slowly go ahead, listen up, step back about 3 feet back with your left leg. Put your hands down. You may want to use your blocks as you fold over your leg. Relax your head. Finish it off with a twist. Left hand is down, right hand's coming up. You could definitely put your left hand on a block if you want. Here, you could bend your front knee. Three more. Your balance is not some form of physical perfection. Your aim is the flow of energy, the balanced flow of energy, the equilibrium of the mind, the most dynamic present moment that you can inhabit. Take a deep breath and bring it down. Lovely. Step back. You want to go through your push-up cycle? Go through your push-up cycle. You want to stay in down dog? Stay in downward facing dog. Left foot all the way forward between your hands. Start with your fingertips down on the ground. So knowing that I'm coming into triangle pose, I'm going to spin my back foot flat, straighten my front leg. I've got my lovely block. I'm going to put it right next to my calf muscle, not my ankle, but my calf. Slowly taking the right hand up, rolling open. Anything you want with the arm is fine, top arm. And we'll stand ourselves up. Okay, remember how we got into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. I'm going to bend my knee, grab that block, slide it forward of my baby toe. If you don't have a block, maybe you put your hand on a chair, or maybe you bend your knee and put your hand on the floor. Right hand up to the sky, trying to turn your hip open, opening like a book. One more inhale. Go ahead and slowly step back about 3 feet back with your right leg. Hands to the ground. Please use your block if you like, or two blocks, folding over your left leg. Good. Now remember the primary lesson in maintaining the balance of satisfied with what is and eager for more. It's that you don't beat yourself up. It's that you don't be hard on yourself. So even if you're falling, even if you're tight, be satisfied with what is. This is where I'm at in the process. I'm really satisfied that I'm working on it right now. I'm working on my balance, my flexibility. And I look forward to a day when I'm more stable and more open. But right now I'm okay. To be mean to yourself blocks the flow of all good things. Let's take a twist. It's the worst thing you can do is to be mean to yourself. Right hand down. Take your left hand up. Be nice to yourself. We take one more breath and we put that hand down. Please step yourself back. Those of you that are going to do one more vinyasa, do it. And we are all meeting in child's pose. I'm going to have a sip of my agua. And come on down for a rest. Now, in this child's pose, I want you to take your knees as wide apart as they'll go. And then I want you to slowly drop your elbows down to the ground. And try and put your forehead down on the ground. Your arms can be anywhere. They can be forward, they can be back. And as you rest here for a moment, I think I've given this analogy before, but imagine yourself like the rock in the middle of a stream. And feel the water that's flowing across your back. Try and get into that sense of energy flowing, stream flowing, river flowing. Feel that stream of energy flowing over your back, from your toes, down your arms and fingertips. So much of what I'm aiming for in my classes is to help us get in touch with the pure energy that we are, just the basis, fundamental vibration of who we are. All the same, that pure life force energy that's flowing. Good. Eternally flowing. We're going to take what I call the arm wrestling twist. If you don't know it, you're going to learn it right now. So you've got to get your arms into a sphinx pose. So your knees are wide, your big toes are touching one another, and your elbows or forearms are going to be on the ground. So I'm kind of propped up a little bit in my chest. And then I'm going to take the right elbow and I'm going to move it over towards the left side of my mat and bring that right hand up like I'm going to arm wrestle somebody. Now I'd say my elbow is maybe 8 inches in front of my knee, something like that. If you're not as flexible, you'll be a little bit more towards the middle. From there, palm in palm, and I start to drop down through the right shoulder. As I press my palms, I'm going to rotate the spine open. Let's take one more breath here. And then slowly come on out of it. Let's go to the second side. So we're going to take the left elbow over towards the right edge of the mat. Get that left arm up like you're going to arm wrestle. Palm in palm. Start to drop your left shoulder so you're rolling into that twist. Good. Let's take one more deep breath in and out. Really, really lovely. Slowly come on back. Come onto your hands and your knees. Let's take a moment on the hands and knees to do a little bit of a wrist stretch. So here's what we're going to do. Wrist and forearm. You're going to take, this is my left hand right here, so I'll show you that first. I'm going to take my left hand, turn it counterclockwise, turn it to the left, and start to turn my fingers back. If you have very tight wrists or forearms, you may not get all the way back. If you can go a little bit further, you're going to take your right hand, turn it clockwise and back. And now both of your hands, fingers are pointing back. All right? That's a good start. You want to go a little bit more intense, walk your hands closer together. Now, I know some of you are screaming in pain, and fortunately your volume is off, so we are not all subjected to it. Just make it more mild. So you got your hands together, you got your forearms stretching. Now the next thing that I can start to do, and that really gets deep, is I could begin to bend my elbows slightly back towards my legs. Really, really powerful, powerful forearm stretch. Take 3 more. And 1 more. Good. Bring your hands back together towards the front of the room. Go ahead and take your left hand now, turn the fingers back so that you're resting on the back of the hand. Your palm is facing up to the ceiling. We won't do both at the same time. It's too much in the wrists, but we will stretch out the wrist that way for just a second. And then we're going to come back, and then we'll just take the right hand and point the fingers back. Ah. Very good. Let that all go. Sit back for just a second. Maybe roll your arms out, roll your wrists out a little bit. Shake them out. Come on forward. Let's take a pigeon pose on our right side, but we're going to do it a little different. So please follow along with me. Right knee comes forward towards your right hand. Turn your right leg out. Walk your left leg back. Now, some of you this might be too intense, in which case you'll have to come onto your back and do pigeon right ankle on your left knee. Don't go down just yet. What I want you to actually do is walk your hands back towards your leg and lift your chest high. You see that? So you've really got to become that puffed up, proud pigeon, proud Mary the pigeon. Lift your chest really, really high. I'm on my fingertips, and I'm actually taking the creases of my elbow, you know, that inner crease of my elbow, and I'm trying to rotate it forward as I pick my chest up. Now, for some of you, where you're at right now is plenty deep. For some of us, we're going to try and get our hands up to the ceiling. To do that, I have to really create a tremendous upward lift from the floor of my pelvis and add just a little bit of back bend if I can. Please don't pinch your back. Take one more. And exhale forward. Really walk it out and down. And breathe. Two more here. Now, if you can stay with me for one more minute, please do. Go ahead and lift your chest up. It doesn't have to be quite as extreme as what you did earlier. I would like you this time to try and bend your left knee like that. So I'm going to keep my right hand down on the floor, and I'm going to reach back with my left hand, and I'm going to try and catch the inside of that ankle. And I want you to twist a little bit and look back, if that's okay in your back. If not, don't twist. So just start with this. You're looking back, you're twisting, you're pulling it in. And then some of us may be able to get our elbow all the way around the foot. See how I've just done? Again, these are really, really deep modifications, so leave them off. So you've got that. Perhaps you can find that balance. Perhaps I can. And try and get into the mermaid variation with the right arm up. Not today. Ooh, epic fail. But it's okay. I'm not going to beat myself up. Go ahead and release that. So you can potentially do that mermaid variation where the right arm is over the head. I don't know why they call it a mermaid. Anyways, left knee comes forward. Turn it out. Okay, remember, we are not lowering into pigeon yet. We are starting by walking our hands back. I'm on my fingertips, and I'm going to try and rotate the creases of my elbow forward and really arch and lift my chest up high. And then if I can, maybe one hand's going to come up, maybe two hands are going to come up. Now I'm lifting from the floor of my pelvis, really pulling up to support this pose. Back bend, and exhale down. Take about 3 or 4 more breaths. Very good. Please lift your chest up. Now let's go for the right leg. So you're going to bend your right knee. That may be all that you do. Otherwise, keep your left hand flat on the ground. Turn to the right. Try and grab the inside of your right ankle with your right hand. Right? Maybe turn and look back. Maybe pull it in a little bit more until your elbow is hooking your foot. Can I find my balance on this side? Let's see. No. Breathing. Hold on. There we go. And slowly come on out. Take it back. Let's come onto our backs, everybody. Have a little water if you need it. Okay, come on down onto your back. Pull your knees into your body. I want to do 2 things before we come into our back bend sequence. Bring the soles of your feet together, roll up, grab your feet. So I've kind of wrapped my hands, interlaced my fingers on the outside edges of my feet by the baby toe. You could also grab your ankles if you're not quite as flexible. Lean back, try and drop your head, and the big toe edge of your foot, you're going to pull it in towards your belly button, dynamic. Pull it in. One more breath. Now we're going to try and continue holding on to the little toe edge of the foot, but we're going to spread the feet apart so that we're in happy baby pose. Options here. If you can't quite hold the little toe edge of your foot, hold your ankles, hold the back of your knees, and breathe. Good. Let's take one more. And then I'd like you to bend your knees, put your feet flat on the ground. And go ahead, knees are bent, palms are flat. Let's inhale, lift our hips up to the ceiling and interlace our hands beneath us. Now give me powerful breaths. Try and feel the full length of your lung. Imagine your lungs, they're kind of down from the bottom rib all the way up to your collarbone. Just imagine it. And once you have a visual in your mind, then fill it like a balloon from base to tippy top. One more. And slowly come on all the way down. Please rest for just a moment. Now, we did stretch out our wrists quite a bit. That might help you for wheel pose. I'm going to demonstrate today. If you want to join me, please join me. Otherwise, stay in just another bridge. What you just did, you can repeat. Wheel pose, hands come alongside your ears, fingers point in towards your shoulders. First stage, you would try and pop up to the top of your head and rest. Second stage, you'd straighten all the way up to the full back bend. Maybe stand on your tiptoes for a little extra height. Oh, that feels so good. One more. And come on down. Are we good? Let's take your right leg, pull it into your body for a moment, give it a good squeeze. We're going to finish with a little meditation today before we have our Shavasana. It was something that was very clear in my mind that I wanted to do. So Let's have a twist now, and then we'll take a few minutes and I'll guide you through a little meditation. Go ahead and switch the legs. Right leg is straight. Pull your left knee in. Okay, so we finished the second side. Very good. Hug your knees into your body. And just take a moment and rock yourself up to sitting. This is just going to be about 2 to 3 minutes in a seated position, but I do encourage you to please join me with this. This is such a wonderful little visualization. Sit yourself up nice and tall, close your eyes, and really open up your mind eye. Open up your third eye point, like you can see through it, you can visualize, you can imagine. And I'd like you to imagine that sitting in front of you, mirroring your position, is the representation of your highest self, your most enlightened self. Now, perhaps you visualize it like the Buddha sitting in front of you. Perhaps you visualize it like Jesus sitting in front of you, if either of those beings resonate with you as the symbol of complete and total enlightenment. Perhaps you visualize it as just an energetic hologram of yourself, or perhaps you visualize it like the sun shining in front of you. It doesn't really matter. I just want you to imagine that right in front of you, mirroring you, is the embodiment of enlightenment, the embodiment of highest truth. And as you look at this being or this object in front of you, imagine that a light descends out of the sky, like a beam of light descends out of the sky. And it enters into the crown of this being. It enters into the crown, the head, and comes forward through their third eye, right into your third eye point. So feel that line of energy, receiving a direct transmission from the most enlightened, highest of high. And as that beam of light comes from their third eye into your third eye, it fills your entire body with a radiance. Just feel yourself receiving a radiance. Moving down through your face, down through your brain, down through your neck and throat and shoulders and arms. You're just feeding off the radiance of this most enlightened aspect of the universe. There's a particular mantra that goes along with this meditation. So as you focus on this visual, I just want to chant this mantra a few times. Om Shri Satguru Paratma Nama. Om Shri Satguru Paratma Nama. Om Shri Sadguru 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 Paratma Nama. One more. Om Shri Sadguru Paratma Nama. Now feel yourself fully embodied. Feel yourself fully energized, electrified, illuminated, enlightened. Feel the being that you've been focusing on just merging with your own being, And I want to give you a few minutes for Shavasana just to process everything that we've done today. So go ahead, please, and come down onto your back. But don't let this feeling go. This is what you're going to work with in your Shavasana. This feeling of being absolutely full of highest consciousness, highest energy, highest awareness. Let your palms face up to the ceiling. Let your feet flop. And as you imagine yourself lying there on the floor, feel yourself as really just a hologram of light. The density of your body kind of disappears and melts into the earth. And you're left with a hologram of light. There's vibration through all the aspects that you know as you. Through the physical body, the mental body, the spiritual body, all the sheaths of who you are, all the layers. Let's take about 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, now before you fully awaken yourself, just feel that balance right now of satisfied with what is, content in this moment, okay in this moment, and eager for more. Eager for more expansion, eager for more growth, eager for more learning, eager for more awakening, eager for more fun. Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Such an excellent, excellent class. Bring yourself slowly up to sitting. Hands together at your heart when you're seated. We'll finish with a final Om. Take a slow, deep breath in. Om. Rub your hands together. Make them nice and warm. Take your hands down over your head and your body. Namaste. Thanks for practicing with me today. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up.